pretty done.
Good dog. Good dog indeed. That dog. Look at that dog. All right, we're live. Whose camera?
I guess it's presenting me right now.
All right, your camera. Nobody saw
Oh, that was low.
I saw it.
You're able to see the camera, right, Phoenix?
That was low.
I'm on the table right now.
Oh, you made it on. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So, yes, when last we left off, you finally broke through the bushes and found yourself. Actually, I don't think I can read for this.
That bush just moved.
Sorry, I dragged it accidentally. As you reach the other side of the thorny hedge, a strange sight lies in front of you. A formal garden full of lavender and roses of all colors, and beyond a little cottage, but an odd one. It's formed from living branches and briars. Small puffs of smoke drift out from the top of the cottage, and the sickly smell of burnt rose petals wafts through the air. Someone at the cottage... Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. 1 second. This one? No, let's do that one. No, it's not that one. It's that one. Okay.
All right, let's go back. The music's too creepy.
Someone in the cottage is singing what sounds like a rhyme in a scratchy voice.
What are the... It's in English. What are the words?
Can Eleonore know?
You then hear the sound of a baby crying before a mad cackle.
Can't go anywhere nowadays.
This is a good escape room.
Did everybody hear that or just Davey?
Everybody heard it.
Oh.
What do you want, Sophie?
Sophie!
All right, we didn't kill the cub, but we're definitely killing that baby.
Turbo! Don't even joke!
We are not in our home world. Believe me, we don't want to find that baby.
We don't want to kill it!
Honestly, I'm really ready
baby.
up to here with this place. I'm ready to kill anything that we encounter, honestly.
Oh, goodness.
It's probably not even a real baby.
See, now that's a rational person.
If it's not a baby, what's gonna be then?
I don't know, like a little... one of your imp friends.
I'm not waiting till it comes to us. Let's go to it.
Can I, like, hit Sylvester in the shoulder for saying they're my friends?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
I have my sword drawn.
You find yourself in a weird position where before you were kind of like
Where's Eleonore?
losing yourself to the area. Well, where is Eleonore?
Are you under the turbo? Yes, you are.
Oh,
There he
weird.
goes.
Yeah, I need to be within 5 feet of Val. We're still tied to each other.
Yeah. Well, before it now, you're like weirdly like eager to get here and like move along the path in here. Now you're in a weird position where like that feeling of like being happy to be here and all that and the good fond memories of familiarity, like you can feel that in the back of your mind, but you've kind of wrest control back to like yourself again. And it feels like it's like encroaching your mind.
She's still drained though, right?
Oh yeah, she's absolutely still everything.
Bad news, everyone. I'm losing my mind.
Well, we will help you find it.
Okay. Does anyone have earplugs? Because I'm literally losing my mind listening to this.
Like, can Val kind of like go through her pockets and see if she has anything like earplugs or anything?
You probably have something like that. You know,
Like
you don't
some
want
wax
your,
from
you know
a
what?
candle.
There's probably sometimes when like your patients like can't
Yeah.
handle sound.
Mommy Val needs a moment.
I have a vial of mud, oil, and what's the last thing on there?
Eleonore stops you before you list it. I don't need that in me, my ears. No.
Let me just stop you right now.
Iker.
Okay, you couldn't have said much worse.
Not just
Mamluk's got his sword
it's
drawn,
Iker.
and he's like ready to fucking hack some plants apart if they come at him again. He's really pissed off.
Okay.
Kind of walking ahead.
All right. So as you kind of move forward, you're just kind of like heading towards this like wooden gate that's kind of going over as an arch for you to walk through in the garden. And as you're walking by that first brush, your bush. Sorry, wow. As you're walking by that first rose bush, you're already pretty suspicious of it because of what you just went through. And yeah, for sure, it like suddenly shoots out with like a vine that wraps around your leg.
I stab the tip of my sword down.
The vines.
Try to hit it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's Nicobar, not Mamluk. Here we go.
That's right. We have to switch characters.
So what was it? Attack roll?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
What'd you roll?
10.
All right, you hit.
Oh, cool.
It's a shrub. It's not hard to hit.
True.
Let him be proud.
All right.
Does it have a rooted effect?
As you slash into the shrub with your great sword there, you just like chop it in half. The vine just kind of falls limp, and yeah.
I just kind of let out a little grunt and then walk by.
As you walk by the next shrub, it does the same thing.
I stab it again.
All right, make your attack roll.
Eleanor's waving violently.
And I want to walk up to Momlik and...
Eleanor, stop saying hi to your friends.
I'm dying. Oh.
All right. This time you stab into this bush, and you cut into it, but instead of it just kind of like falling apart, this one starts screaming.
Oh God!
It's like this like high frequency, like ah!
Oh, like pulling the mandrakes on the Harry Potter movie.
Yes, it doesn't feel so nice, does it, to be torn apart?
After that, the singing stops.
Damn it, Momlik.
No, he found the baby.
Eleanor with Val's like earplugs in just kind of looks both ways. Like, what happened? What are we doing?
Oh,
Val looks like visibly worried.
Eleanor, even though you're wearing the earplugs, you still heard the song.
Oh, I'm still hearing the song. Oh,
Yeah. Val, you managed to block it out, but Eleanor, you're still hearing it.
Val could probably just like block it out by like force of mind. Like, yeah, right.
Can Sylvester write down the melody?
Yeah, you can kind of like as you guys walk into it and as you're hearing it, you can
Like on some note sheet paper.
Yeah, you do that as Momlik is like stumbling into bushes, where he eventually stabs one that screams.
Mamluk, Eleanor says.
I don't think you're the one who lost more than half of his HP against a large bush. No, it wasn't you, was it?
After the screaming happens and the singing stops, the bush actually like lashes out with you with the vine.
Is that the bush?
Kind of pathetically, just kind of goes off of your leg.
Pathetic plant matter.
Pathetic.
What do you do?
Fucking... Why is he walking through the bushes?
Oh man!
What the hell is this kid doing?
I just kind of like whack it with the broad end of my sword.
Okay. Yeah, you just basically destroy it. Now there's just like kind of destroyed roses and a bush that's been kind of just mangled sitting here.
Mamluk sheathes his sword and crosses his arms and says, Hold on.
Say, Momlik.
I'm content.
Say, Momlik. And then Sylvester makes a big gesture of walking around the bush.
Yeah, but that didn't sound nearly as fun.
Eleanor jumps up and down. What are you doing? You're hurting the beauty.
See how impotent these stupid bushes are? And
That's because they're bushes.
I kick the plant on the ground.
They're bushes.
But,
No, it's all right. They are just bushes. It's fine.
as you're saying, the bushes, when you see stepping outside of the cottage to the northeast, a kind of a pretty old but gentle-looking old woman steps out of the hut and says, "Oh, dearie, is that who I think it is?"
My son.
And
Mom, look.
Eleonore, she seems to be looking right at you.
Eleanor yawns and then kind of wakes up. And it's like, oh, what are we doing? Oh, hello. She waves. I'm Eleanor Rothschild of the Rothschild estate.
Does the old lady look human?
Yes.
Val.
Yeah, from a distance, she does look like humanoid in nature.
Oh.
She begins kind of like rushing out and through her garden.
Keep your distance.
As she's going around.
She's
Keep
not
your
getting
distance.
past Val. She's not getting past Val without like doing a roll.
Okay, so you want to like run up.
Well,
she's-
Val's gonna like just be in front of Eleonore and just kind of like block her with her body, just like hello.
Okay.
She wants to be nice because she's a nice old lady, but
Yeah. I don't know how this is going to go with her running past like Sylvester Mamluck.
Yeah. You kind of push your way past Gerbo and Eleonore and stand in front of her, in front of Eleonore. Sylvester, you're standing there. Mamluck, you're like standing in her bush.
My arms are still crossed like I'm a tempered child.
She's kind of walking in like a fast way, but she's not like running or anything as she like heads forward. And when she sees you guys, you notice for a brief moment she's kind of like, ugh.
Eleanor jumps up and estate, keep distance. No, anywhere 10 feet or less or more.
Oh, Ellie, dear, it's been so long since I've seen you, though.
Distance.
Please come home.
Val kind of looks down at her like, oh, do you know her? Is that your grandmother? I never thought I'd meet her. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no, not grandfather, dear. That's my daughter.
What? But you're so old.
Sylvester.
No, that's not no way
Can I
to
do
talk
an
to somebody, is it?
Insight check?
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's just, my allergy. You look great.
Well, I do try. It's the rose water. Great for baths. But anyways, look, I'll overlook the incident with my little babies here as she like glares at Mamluck. And
Mamluck steps on the plants again.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay. It's not my strongest stat.
Okay. You don't need to roll again. As you look at her, you get this like brief inclination of just like hatred and malice as you're like stepping on her bushes more, and like it almost feels like it could unnerve you, but you're Mamluck, you're angry, and you're stomping on bushes because they attacked you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she says, "Well, Ellie dear, I'd love to treat your friends. Please come in, all of you. I've actually just prepared some scones. I have some tea. Please come and sit."
No.
Hey, Janae, how frank can Eleanor act? Is she still pretty affected?
What do you say?
Well, I don't know. I think she just wants to be a straight shooter about. Listen, lady. I know that you think the stupid plant that got put in me, is in some way related to you, and it probably is. If you could take it out, actually, and then you can just have the plant, and I can be myself.
She gives you like this kind of incredulous look, like a mother gives a child that's like playing their imaginary games. And she says, "Now, Ellie, dear, listen to your mother. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw."
My best skill. Pressing buttons. I have a 0.
All right. You feel overwhelmed with this need to be like, mother's talking stern with you. Bring your friends in, coming in for treats and scones and all that. She does this.
Okay. Well, we should probably go in then if she's trying to treat us.
I'm gonna make an insight check.
That's a good darling.
I'll have Val make an insight check too, because Eleanor's safety is more important to her than some like old lady human she just met.
Oh, I was thinking like Sylvester's safety, but
unsurprising, Sylvester.
You ain't a human.
Val, go ahead and make yours too. Oh wow, Val's like mom sister.
Yeah, you want to talk fucking mom? You want to talk about protecting your baby? She gives her like a soccer mom level stare.
Soccer mom.
Yeah.
Like two soccer moms meet eyes on a side of the field.
We both are pretty suspicious of this woman.
Eleanor,
Sylvester, being a bard in particular, you know of magic that has like triggers of like not it's mind control in the sense of just like you can, you know, it's a spell suggestion where you can say something and people will be like, that sounds like a good idea, and they'll do it. However, in the way that she said that, you didn't sense any traces of like magic going off there. It seems like however she said that, it just seemed to be must have been like authoritative to Eleonore in some way.
Right,
Val,
okay.
you picked that up like tenfold, and like the tone that she took was definitely like that. You know, listen to me now, or else you know you're gonna be in trouble when we get out of the grocery store.
Bitch.
Eleanor, meanwhile, is like walking against the rope, like in that direction of like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Val is like a mountain, and you are like walking in place right now.
just trying to get by you, but unable to. Oh yeah, like walking in
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
And she says, "Dear, would you please unhand my daughter?"
I don't know who you are, but she is not your daughter.
Oh man.
And Gerbo, you there?
Aldo?
The next,
Sorry, I muted myself when the kid was crying. Yes.
make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Well then.
She seems nice.
We should eat her scones.
You're
Kind of old, I don't know.
You're kind of looking around the area, just kind of like on edge with the current situation with Al talking to this lady, and just this area, this house. I forgot to mention this before, but you know, it's been like that eternal twilight as you've been walking through this area. Here, it seems like a nice day. Like there's a blue sky, there's a few clouds in the sky, but barely covering anything, and like it's just like pleasant,
Good.
almost pretty eerily so. And you're kind of obsessed about like analyzing that. And Val, you're standing, you're holding there, and you're like, "Bitch, you don't know who you think you are."
Yeah, like, did you want to try and like
Step
force
to
me
this?
to let her go? Yeah, did you want to step up? Did you want me to lay you fucking flat, you old hag? Did you want to die? Is that what?
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
Which is the vibes that she's giving off right now. Just like, test me. Give me a reason. Test me.
No, we're here on a diplomatic mission.
And she says, "No. There's no reason to be so violent. I invited you to my home. You brought my daughter home. I wish to treat you. It's simply a token of my thanks."
I don't need your delusional thanks. You can thank us by getting help.
If I give you a bit of advice, I would do so before her brothers and sisters come.
When she
Eleanor's
says that she wants to give us some hospitality, Mamluk is like really, really like crossing his arms, like he's like really tensing up, and he's like, I don't like it.
No, Mom, look, I don't want you taking anything that she offers you.
Eleanor's just looking both ways, really confused. Like, which one's
Please.
my mother?
Please, I wouldn't poison you.
Say it.
Look,
Nothing-
lady, how do we know
if I wanted you dead, you would be so already, but you've brought my daughter home. I wish to reward you.
She is not your daughter.
Look, lady, how do we know that we can trust you?
Actually, let's take a moment. Perhaps there is something you can offer us.
I know exactly where this is going.
What is you would like?
We came here with a specific purpose, actually. We're looking to retrieve an artifact of great worth.
Oh, really? You've come all this way for an artifact?
Yeah, there's an instrument that we've heard tale of, and we're here to retrieve it. That's actually,
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd love to hear all about this. Why don't you all join me at the table with our tea and scones, and I'd love to indulge you.
And may I ask, is Eleonore a princess of sorts?
Well, of course she's my little princess.
Oh, of
She's
course.
so darling.
Val
Oh.
sneers. Val, like,
She-
visibly sneers.
She has
Eleanor
such,
she gets really upset. I'm your fucking princess?
make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah. I think so,
I
princess.
think that's how I feel.
Excuse me.
Like,
I'm gonna use my inspiration. I want to do that again.
Okay, go for it.
She'd be angry.
That's still a bit better.
It's
Unfortunately,
about 10.
your like 3-week overdue epilogue of Billups is not enough to save you. Yeah, no, you find it more embarrassing than anything that your mom just used like your nickname around all your friends.
Is this like taking the form of Eleanor's mom? Or is it just an old lady who happens to be like, "You're my daughter"?
Yeah, Sane Eleanor recognizes that this is in fact not her mother. This is not
Okay.
this is not Mrs. Rothschild. But the other Eleanor that's kind of taking over a little bit every so often is just like, Mom.
Oh yeah, Mom.
You're embarrassing me.
Wait,
Yeah,
sorry, do I need to do that line? Sorry. Is that my line? Let me check my script. Mom.
Mom.
Mom,
Yeah.
look.
Mom. No, she continues that extension of her offer of just like, no, come in. I would love to hear about the harp that you're searching for. Just come in and have some tea and some scones.
I don't think I mentioned anything about
Sylvester looks back at Gerbo and with just kind of like a, what do you think? kind of look.
Jerp just kind of, when he sees Sylvester looking at him, he just kind of puts his hand on one of his swords without doing or saying anything.
Oh no. Sylvester's face palms, because that's what I did.
What was that?
Oh, Sylvester's face palms. Like, no, come on. we're here for diplomatic purposes. Let's go in and discuss.
Again,
Okay.
I say on my word that you will not be harmed by any of the treats that I've prepared for you.
Let's hope it extends past the treats.
Oh, I would hope so. And she kind of gives like a chuckle.
All right, now I want to do an insight check.
What are you trying to insight here?
Just to see if her facade of peace is sincere.
Okay.
But if she-
Yeah, go ahead and make your insight check.
I don't know why
Yeah.
she chuckled. It's not that funny. I don't know why it's not that funny.
You're right, Mom.
That's a famous mom look line.
Yikes.
So I'm gonna say this so like you take this in character, not like I rolled an 11, that's bad. But like, yeah, in character, like she seems completely legit to you in how she's saying when she's saying like, you know, I won't harm you while we're having scones and tea. Like you get this like clear sense of honesty from her, and like you're somebody that, you know, well, I guess you're not that much of a liar because you have +1 to your insight, but
Well, that's, I mean,
you're not good at reading people, I guess that means, but
yeah, my deception is +3.
yeah, but as far as like your knowledge of people go, the people that you've dealt with, like she seems honest enough about that, like more so than the nobles that you're used to dealing with.
All right. Sure, I guess some tea and scones wouldn't be so bad right now.
And Mom, look, don't step on any more of her plans.
Oh, okay.
My baby will leave you alone if you leave them alone.
Yeah, that's not what happened, but all right.
They don't know you. You scared them.
I'm scared.
All right, Eleanor, let's meet your mother.
Please follow me.
Eleanor's still moving.
She's
his
not
face.
her mother.
And neither are you.
Everyone go ahead and make perception checks except for Gerbo.
Except for Gerbo.
Because I already rolled one.
All right.
Perception check.
Perception check.
Inception check.
Check that.
Nicobar.
That's good. That's good.
Nicobar rolled an 11.
How'd you get here?
He's doing great.
All right. So, I mean, Val, you're already on guard.
Yeah, Val's just sitting there like I'm angry.
Sylvester, you're rather observant, but for Eleonore, like you can just feel it. As you see, kind of like they appear like looking through the rose bushes. They appear to be. That is the wrong tool. This one. a few a few Worthwin appear around, and they're like,
Not yet, other.
there's like one standing on. You see, like one that's also like standing in there. You see one that's like on top of the gate and like peers up over it as you guys are walking in. And Val, the one you look at, you notice what appears to be a key ring around its ear, like clipped to it.
A key ring. Oh, that's stylish.
Or a keychain, I guess it was.
Yeah.
And you recognize that as the keychain that you gave Egworth in the very beginning of this adventure.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. I gave someone a cute little thingy.
And it seems to look at you. And you just see like a big grin across its face as it like laughs and then disappears into the rose bush again.
She kind of furrows her brows a little bit like,
Eleonore waves at all of them. She doesn't really know why, but she does.
This is what I
was gonna
stick to
say-
humans.
That little guy looked like he had a Code Lyoko logo on him.
Yeah, he had a giant forehead too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are led through the garden.
When you walk through the garden,
You better watch
your back.
He gestures over to the table over here.
Where a copy of The Wire is sitting on there.
If you do set, keep in mind, if you hold Alt, you can place yourself wherever you want on the map, not on the grid.
Alt, I mean.
Mamluk will stand.
Okay, where do you stand though?
Right
What does it stand for?
here.
If you don't stand for nothing,
I stand
Burr.
here actually.
what will
I
you
stand
fall for? Okay.
Where does she sit?
Well, we'll reveal that once everyone takes their seat.
Oh,
Oh, I have to like move the screen.
She's like standing there, like
Oh, it's far away.
gesturing towards all of you to
Wow.
come.
oh. Well, I'm gonna lead up the rear of the group then.
Okay, and Val kind of like takes Eleonore's arm and is like talking to her like, hey, I know this is probably pretty spooky, everything happening here and all these strange things, but you're safe with us. We're not gonna let this lady take you. You're gonna be okay.
Eleonore shrugs.
That's the spirit.
She's confused.
I'm
I assume
think
she
so.
just.
We left
I assume she
confusing
just.
later.
Yeah. I assume she just sits wherever Val will let her sit.
Yeah, and Val is keeping her like as far away from her and then in a very easily defensible position.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself.
Val's like ready to fucking be like, alright.
Val's ready to jump.
Val's ready to fucking jump.
She's ready to
She's gonna
kick.
keep like Eleonore directly across.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Sylvester?
What about Dribbo?
Yeah, what about Gerbo? What about Gerbo?
I was wondering if he's just standing in the corner or not. No, I guess he's gonna sit between Mamluk and Eleanor.
Okay.
Mamluk's still got his arms tightly crossed around his fucking.
And everyone else has sat down at that point.
Alright.
Sylvester, she's just kind of like looking at you, like, "Come on, dear. I promise I won't bite."
Oh, please take a seat. It'd be rude of me if I sat before the.
Oh, please, you're my guest. I insist.
Nice words from a
No.
lady who makes branches to attack people.
Oh, there's. Whatever. Sure, I'll just sit down
I
over.
want that to keep going forever.
No, you please. No, you please.
After you, no, after you. After me goes after you.
After Migos.
Oh, Nico's also just standing. Yeah.
I have my arms crossed. I'm standing above the stool.
Okay, so yeah, as you sit there, she actually comes over and sits next to Val.
Yeah.
Val doesn't like that.
She
Val
took
doesn't
it.
like that.
She puts the table on her face, or the chair on her face.
And lays down. Val doesn't know how to cope with this power move.
For real.
Perfect. Gerbo was just expecting for her to sit in front of him. So he's just gonna stare at it the whole time.
I knew you were gonna sit across from me. That's why I already had a plan set in motion.
And there was actually already like teacups and everything already set out, a plate on there, and she pulls up like I don't know what's that like chef like lid the thing, you know,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I call
Oh,
them
like a
my
lazy season? Or no, you mean just like
Yeah.
the
like
Dinner
room
thing.
room service, like
yeah, like the
Room service.
Room
She
service.
pulls out
The
that and
platter.
reveals what appear to be some fresh scones. In fact, like the smell wafts through the air as they seem to be hot.
Gerbo smells the tea.
There's actually a description for the tea. Yeah, I believe the tea itself seems to be like a herbal sort of mix of like rose petals and nettles.
Does it have any lore?
Lore? Is there lore
Like,
inside this?
there was a
Yeah,
description for the tea, and I just thought immediately, oh, there's some like deep lore.
Yeah, known to be drunk by old ladies that love flowers a lot.
Ah, sick, dude. Nice, thanks.
It's not only old ladies, but the old lady.
that
used
old
to
lady that lives here.
offers
It's the personal brew of Ornstein the Dragon Slayer.
tea to her esteemed guests made of her own personal roses and nettles.
Has she killed the flowers?
Yeah, wait, yeah, you mean the ones that attacked us?
She wants to consume plant matter from her, like...
You could ask her about it. You smell the rose within it.
Yeah, a little
like-
critical here. Huh?
Do you not have affinity for your plants?
Oh, I love all of my babies.
And yet you'll grind them and boil them?
Of course. I mean, eventually, all flowers go out of their bloom. They fall out of their prime and eventually die. In my way, I let them live on and be a part of me for eternity.
So he slides it away. It's not fresh then.
I was just
no.
thinking the same.
Trust me, it's plenty. It's plenty fresh for you.
Not soon enough.
The nettles are willing to give themselves. Those are plenty fresh, and honestly, that is where most of the healthy nutrients and other such things that you can get from them come from. So the roses are more there for extra aroma and flavor. But please, have a scone, drink, and tell me about this instrument that you seek.
Eleonore reaches out slowly, but like makes eye contact with Val the whole time.
Val gives her a look like, you're not touching any of that, so help you God if you try.
Her
Can I-
arm then kind of like
Can I use
lowers.
Mage Hand to slap her hand away?
Yeah, nobody's letting you snack today, Eleonore.
As you go to deter her, the old woman actually reaches out and why am I hearing myself?
Because my headphones came undone.
Why
Then I
Um,
fixed it. Now you know how we feel.
What?
What?
We always get to hear your beautiful voice.
Now you know how we feel.
Oh, you know how we feel. What I do? But yeah, she reaches out and grabs a scone, and she goes to put it on Eleanor's plate.
Yeah, Val allows her in a second. She sets it down and sits back down. Val slaps it right off the table.
Jero wants to smell a scone.
Eleanor looks at the floor. This is awkward.
I'm gonna say it goes fucking flying. You hear it shattering against something in the distance.
It clips through the fucking
Yeah.
pieces.
The vine rip.
It just flies off into space. Just
Yeah.
Ding.
And she's making eye contact the whole time with the lady while she does it.
Jero practices his magic routine, his Vegas routine.
Val, please, some manners.
You guys hear me?
Indeed.
I'm so terribly sorry.
I've
you
not
guys hear me?
met many Dragonborn. Are they also rude?
Just the ones you mess with.
I'm not messing with you. You're my guest. I'm trying to treat you for bringing my daughter back. I thought
Your words mean nothing when they're absolute nonsense.
Val, please.
Are you not hearing this right now? I cannot believe. Why are you not on my side?
This friend is disrespecting me in my own home. Eleonore, why do you travel with types like these?
Eleanor's just kicking her feet around. She really doesn't want to engage.
You don't need to answer that.
Okay.
Eleonore, listen to your mother. I don't want you associating with people like this at all.
Yeah,
And,
listen
make
to your
a-
mother. That's not her.
Charisma saving throw.
Make a Christmas saving throw.
I should put another point into this.
Yeah,
Really coming back to bite you as Val has been the one person that's really been on your side this whole time. But after she says that, Val suddenly feels like a stranger to you, and her being next to you is actually kind of uncomfortable.
Val takes 8 points of damage.
Jero reaches for a scone.
Okay.
And he's just like, come on, Val, just be respectful to our host. And he moves the scone towards his hand, and I'm going to practice my Vegas magic show and try to slide the scone into my sleeve,
Okay,
making it look like I'm eating it.
let's do that sleight of hand.
You do like every fight you take that much
Please,
more. into your
please
sleeve.
don't
That's
succeed. Oh,
That's a
good.
crit.
Do
why do all
it
you fuckers roll well?
I'd say go ahead and describe that scene for me.
Abbott and Costello ass motherfucker over here.
So yeah, Gerbo reaches into the scone. He smells it and pretends like he's enjoying it. Whether or not it smells good, he probably does, because otherwise she wouldn't be offering them. But he makes like this big grin to make it look like, oh, that's a good smelling scone.
And
He puts the scone and his hand in front of his mouth, and then just slides it down his sleeve. Which is like,
Crumbs
yeah,
are
no,
falling.
be respectful to our host. Come on.
and just she looks in your eyes and says, "Did you enjoy it? I worked so hard on them.
Oh, you can tell.
You did eat it in one bite. I'm so glad. I can always make you more if you'd like."
We'll definitely take some for the road.
This David Blaine ass motherfucker.
Excellent. I'd love to provide you with any provisions you might need before you leave.
I love how Gerbo is actually magic, yet he still does street magic.
Fucking mind
He's
freak
David
over here.
Blaine, but he doesn't
Well,
have to be.
I cannot hide anything with my spells. I can move things at a distance.
Dude,
I can make images. I'm not actually gonna be able to hide anything.
Mom looks actually very impressed by that maneuver you did. Like he doesn't even know how you did it and why. Like there's no.
He's
going
like
on.
fucked up by it.
Yeah.
Well, not that you speak of it, I'm pretty sure being an herbalist around this area, we inhale some fumes from some vines and from some pixies, and if you have some sort of antidote that could help us out through our journey, we will greatly appreciate it.
You inhaled some what from some pixies here? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Essentially, some fairy dust and some crazy
you
vine
shouldn't go
dust.
hunting fairies. Sure, it's fun at first, but darling, that'll ruin your life.
Nobody here huffed anything.
You're unruly,
We're a
fair.
respectable group.
Well, you gotta do everything at least once, all right? But definitely not going back to that.
Poofed into this
Well-
stupid dust and made us sick. Fix it.
My tea, well, I can't say it'll cure you like any magic or anything, but I do give it to my babies when they're feeling a little under the weather, and it does help them a lot. At least make you feel a bit better, maybe.
Fuck, that's not enticing, actually. Well, I guess Gerbo didn't catch anything off smelling when he investigated the tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do. Would it be a nature check to? No, I wouldn't know anything about Gorflin. I think we already like their physiology compared to ours.
Yeah, I think you've had enough experiences about them to kind of like go over what you know about them.
And just be like, no, I don't know whether this potion would work on us.
Mm. Which potion?
Hers, the one she's offering, the medicine for
The tea.
But she's
Yeah.
just saying, yeah, drink the tea.
oh tea. Oh yeah, sure.
This tea is scalding.
All right, Gerbo takes a sip and waits for any effects to
Take a
go.
fucking
to the-
sip, babe.
You take a sip and you like kind of like tense yourself up for a second and try to hide that. But after you take a sip, it's pleasant. I don't know if you're much of a tea drinker at all, but like it's not miserable. You don't feel any worse for the wear.
Eleonore reaches for the tea, but like glares at Val the whole time. She's doing it slowly, but like she's turning a knife in her.
Val picks up her teacup and like places it in front of Sylvester with her big long dragon arm.
Eleonore like kicks your like shin.
Val she doesn't even make an expression at you. She just keeps the same level expression.
Please let my daughter enjoy what I've made. I'd ask you to move from that spot away from her.
Move me if it bothers you so much.
Val.
I'm just saying, if she doesn't want me here, she is free to do something about it.
She says, I've
Wow.
been very patient. You've come into my home and you've been disrespecting me in front of my daughter and my sons around us. And as she says that, you notice like there are Gorthwin like that are like up in the bushes around you guys, kind of looking down now. Some of them are like set up in a row all around you. There seems to be at least 4 of them.
What was with the token on this one?
That's the one that's wearing the keychain earring.
Oh, that didn't load for me earlier. Okay, got it.
That little bastard.
Val, a moment, please.
Yes?
Just
Yeah?
over. Come on.
I'm not getting up. Absolutely. She, like, her arms are folded and she's glaring at this lady and she's all like, I promised her I would protect her, and I'm not just gonna leave her in the clutches of whoever this strange, deranged woman is.
Look, the best way to protect her and all of us is if you get up. Let's switch seats, please, dear.
It would be wise to listen to your friend, dear.
You stay out of this conversation.
Val.
Now who's being rude? Oh, but it's okay when she does it.
You see like this like look across her face of like this wide smile, but you're definitely getting that vibe of like it's like just seething but kill him with kindness at the same time, like it's like a Texas mom or something.
I want to cast Calm Emotions.
Val is very riled up right now.
Yeah,
I'm used to this. She's
I'm
like
casting.
she's sick and she's hurt and she's just
Oh, I don't have
aggravated.
You forgot to put the spell description there.
Yeah, hold on.
Calm emotion. Chill.
Just chill, Val.
You get one abjuration too.
Fortunately, I don't
Here,
have every spell memorized.
Yeah, I'm just copy pasting it.
All right, so it's a charisma saving throw from Val because I'm assuming she isn't letting this happen.
Like she knows what you're doing and her emotions are getting the opposite of calm for a second.
Do we
Yeah,
have charisma saving throws?
Yes.
I'd say in this state too, when you're
Charisma?
having a mom off, like
Yeah.
go and roll this with advantage.
But everyone has to make them.
Okay.
They can choose to make it or not.
Okay, that's up to them.
Except for she does too.
Well, Eleonore hates Sylvester, so I don't think she's gonna let him do anything. But I don't know.
Well, I do have.
I'll just roll.
Go and roll again, Val.
So I guess I'm fine.
Okay. Wait. Sorry, I can do it twice.
Oh, that was supposed to be advantage, not disadvantage.
Oh,
Val's just
yeah.
ready to be calm. I'll say that Sylvester just really knows how to get to her, even when she's this upset.
Yeah. It's that connection you got with him.
That's the same connection that helps Sherpo not get caught on his spell.
Even the Thorn Hag just says, she looks back and says, "Oh, honey, you're right. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get a little raise there. Please, no. It's been so long since I've seen my daughter. I just wish for her to enjoy what I've made, and I wish you would as well.
That's
Please." And you see her like pick up a scone and put it in front of you. Like says, please, I promise you, nothing's bad gonna happen. I made these this morning, like earlier today, this morning. It's fresh. Please, just enjoy yourself while you're here.
Val, before she can like take her hand away when she sets down the scone, Val gently places her big dragon paw over her hand, and she's like, "You are very kind and you are very courteous, and there is no doubt in my mind, sitting here and how you've behaved this entire time, that you are a good, loving mother. But you have to understand and see this from our perspective. We've been traveling with Eleonore for a very long time. This is our first time ever meeting you from our perspective. She's only like this because of the specific circumstances that have brought us to this part of the world. And you expect us to believe that you are her mother. That's unbelievably difficult for me to do."
Oh, but she is. Just look at her and my other children. They're so alike.
Please look at it this way. They have a different mating ritual than we do.
Eleonore has already been born.
Absolutely. They
She has
procreate
a family
through.
that misses and loves her.
They procreate through conversion, and by all means, to her, Eleonore is a daughter.
What are you doing during this, Eleonore? You weren't affected by the calm emotions, by the way.
Yeah, I assume like just kicking Val still.
Just kicking her.
Yeah, because she's still upset.
Mom, look, it's just kind of kicking
Yeah,
around.
You're you're like lassoed to Val, and she like you get that like uncomfortable feeling around her now. So it's just like you're trying to like pull the rope off of you.
Mom looks just like kicking around the stool. Just
I
like,
love the extra RP challenge of now I have to do this, but calmly.
Yeah.
I want to cast another thing. Mumlook, please sit. Then that's my healing word.
It makes him feel better.
I don't know. Like,
I don't want to sit.
also, did he opt to save?
Oh, I didn't have to save. No, should I do
Okay,
that?
so you're feeling calm now.
I'm feeling calm now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I standing up?
I should sit. My legs are tired.
This is just not comfortable at all.
Wait, why does I don't have a description on healing word either? Give me a second.
Well, I mean, it did 4 healing. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Okay.
And
I
as
just
you
don't
sit
get to see the
down,
math of it.
she actually pours you a fresh cup, Mumlook.
What is this?
Oh, you could roll a 1 of that healing word.
My rose and nettle tea. It's good for you. It'll warm you.
Tea, huh? And I kind of like I pick up the cup and it's like kind of small in my hands, my gauntlet hands, and I just kind of like tip it over a little bit, and I look at the consistency of the liquid through my visor, and I pull down the cloth, and I kind of expose my nose to it a little bit and smell it, and it smells like way too like I would never have had this before and flowery, and I'm not like a big fan of floral stuff at this point, so I'm just kind of like, all right,
Leafy juice.
take a tiny little taste of it, and like
Probably not your favorite thing, honestly.
yeah, it kind of tastes like flower water.
Yeah. Hot flower water.
Wow.
There's probably
It's
like
just hot leaf
a
juice.
there's probably like a sharp kind of taste to it from the nettles, but it's not like you probably eat spicy food from where you're from. It's not like spicy. It's just kind of like that's there.
Yeah. So I just kind of take a tiny sip and I put the whole thing back down on the table gently, so I don't like seem like I'm being overly critical.
But yeah, the old lady seems determined to make sure that Eleonore gets something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Puts another scone down in front of her.
Val takes it and then eats it in one bite.
Oh, Val actually eats it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And she says, "Well, that was yours." And she takes another one and puts it in front of Eleonore.
You better believe.
Val
Takes it and eats it in one bite.
But this time, there's contestant. Make an athletic check.
This
Oh,
time,
boy.
Oh no! Oh god!
laxatives in the scone
All right.
now.
Well, chokes on it.
Yeah. She like
Oh no.
grabs onto your hand and squeezes it maybe like a little too tight.
Oof.
As
Turning
the
it into
stone
a
is
flower.
sitting in front of Eleonore.
So Eleanor, I guess, just like takes it and eats it and like continues glaring at Val the entire time.
Yeah. As you bite into the scone, you like stare at Val, and then a weird feeling washes over you for a second.
Oh, good.
Let's see, what would be a good one for this? I have this sound effect that I've not found a use for yet.
It's pretty
You're in a
neat.
dream.
It's like a Legend of Zelda thing, yeah.
That's from Earthbound, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Fake gamer boy.
I play lots of games. What are you talking about? I play handball.
Oh, is this one of you?
So, Eleonore,
Oh, go ahead.
what were you about to say?
Oh no, I was gonna say, Ellie, since your tea has been shattered, take this bottle to wash down your scone.
I guess she takes it then.
But yeah, before all that, let's use a quick bio brick.
Okay.
be back in 5 minutes, and I'll tell you what happens to Eleonore.
Womp, womp,
Okay.
womp.
I'm so tired.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
so
It's exhausting being
Da,
cursed.
da, da.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like tired in
I'm so
general
tired.
today.
Da, da, da. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And doing 2 of these is kind of like exhausting, though. I see why we don't do that more often.
Yeah. Can barely do one, man.
Yeah, man.
Also, like, fucking no chill.
It's in how?
Val, like,
No, Val's angry and she's upset.
yeah. Why? Fuck.
Normally, she would have been just fine if this lady wasn't being so aggressive, like, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. Because, like, from Val's perspective, it's like, Eleonore has a family back home that probably loves and cares about her because, as she knows about humans, they are like pack creatures and they all care deeply for one another. And she had the whole rest of her life to look forward to, and she was always writing things in her little journal, and she had plans, and you don't get to take that from her.
But like diplomacy and don't like play your hand right away. Fuck.
She's too upset.
Yeah.
Make her
Women,
stop
am I
so
right?
upset. Women, am I
Wait, I'll be
right?
right back.
Oh, Davey's gone?
Yeah, hang on. I gotta get refilled.
Oh man.
Wait, what's up?
No. Davey's gone. We can talk
Oh.
shit about Dota.
No, I want to do that around him.
Every
Spoiler
time.
Spoiler
Okay.
alert, Dota's a bad game. Oh, he's not here anymore.
No, I'm still here. I just didn't know
Oh,
He's just dead on the inside.
that drawing is so good.
Thank
I
you.
love that drawing.
Wait, which drawing?
It's Eleonore and
It's my Dungeon
Merritt.
World
Merritt.
character, Merritt. She got
Yeah.
cursed and turned blue, and she was really angry about it.
Oh, she's a little smurfette.
Ugh.
Oh no. Is she still blue, or was that a while ago?
No, that was fixed. She's normal again.
Did she like?
She turned blue, and she was like really upset because she's like, my outfit clashes. I can't
Did
live
she
like
steal a piece of gum?
this. I forgot how it happened. I think she got cursed by a furry. I'll have to, like,
Drake
ask
doesn't
Renee.
ever take bullet damage. The red UI that shows up as hits is to represent his luck running out. Eventually, enemies will get a clear shot and kill him if he takes enough near misses.
Oh, right.
Who?
Nathan Drake on
Oh.
Uncharted. He doesn't actually take bullet damage until he dies. He's
Oh,
just
well, that's
running-
realistic.
He's just running out of luck.
Yeah.
I mean, is there way of explaining? It's like, well, this is why you're surviving all those bullets.
Instead of just
Instead
like they hit you and you see red for a second, it's like ooh, ooh, like no, that's not what happens when you get shot multiple times.
Exactly, because otherwise it's like, how do you explain the fact that he's in the middle of all this fire and then he just hides for a second and recovers again? So they're
Yeah.
they're
What are you guys talking about?
Adult
Uncharted.
things.
Minecraft.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can you
When
make
we were playing
the horse
cross-platform,
dying noise?
Mike.
The what?
The horse dying noise?
I don't remember what horses sound like.
we
Me
are back.
neither. I was hoping you would.
I'm a Minecraft horse. Ba, ba, ba.
I think it's like something like that.
Oh.
Oh no, I think it was. And then they scream.
Hello.
Hey, honk if you drink this shirt.
Hey, how did Merritt turn blue? That was when they were like, she got hit by a spell?
Right. So it was because you guys found the stat or the like wand that the guy was using to turn people into animals.
Oh, that's right. No, she was like a little mouse or something.
She was a ferret.
She was she was a little ferret.
Mm.
And then when she tried to turn herself human again, she did, but she was also blue. She was really upset.
And then she also like grew a couple inches and got really.
Oh, that's right. She got a little bit taller. It was worth it.
Yeah. And then like she lost it all.
And then she lost it fucking off.
Fucking God, I found the best image in the whole world.
She's like, I'm not blue anymore, but I'm also a little bit shorter again.
Holy shit, you guys. Check this shit out. Hold on.
The game was fun.
Amazing.
It was a shame. It kind of
Shame it never came back.
it just kind of died. Well, why is busy all the time?
I fucking love that shit.
That's so good. What if you showed that to like the original person who painted that dragon or whatever? Or, like made that joke back in the olden days.
Oh, yeah, I like that drawing. Now we got a blue girl, now we got a green girl.
There you go. Complete the set.
Yeah. Now we need a red girl.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like he was carrying that red orb, and he's just like, "Oh fuck!"
I think Aldo's still out, right?
Which flag is that?
What was that, Davey?
That's the old Chinese flag, I think. Although also Aldo's out, I think.
Although.
Aldo.
Just walking out on this yellow day with my red stone.
It's a good day to have a good day.
Angry.
Also, I like the description that Eleonore is like wearing armor, but everyone draws her in a dress.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Eleonore. I don't know how to draw armor, so.
I don't know how that happened either. I think Sylvester drew her that way once, because that's how he
He
likes
drew
to
her in a dress, and I was like, I can do this.
No, I was drawing the décolletage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
I said
it's-
the one French word I liked the one time.
It's cute. It's cutie.
Yeah, that's an old-ass Chinese flag. I knew that.
It's old ass Chinese.
You Chinese studying boy.
Mhm.
That's old Chinese.
Do you like your new toy? All right.
I don't know if Phoenix is back.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Phoenix.
Sorry.
There he is. The boy is back.
All right.
So
Okay.
we're all here. Eleanor, you take a bite of a scone, and vision goes white for a second, and like the like calm, pleasant day seems to fade away as you suddenly feel like cold and shivering.
Was she physically like shivering?
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, we'll get to that in a moment. But
Sorry.
yeah. You're like cold and shivering, and as you like kind of get your bearings and like look around, and your vision kind of comes back to you, like the area that you're in is like it's like a frigid mountain. You're like outside in the middle of a stone storm. That'd be bad.
Oh, yeah.
Storm.
Storm.
Stone storm.
The rocks are falling from the sky, just
Holy
bludgeoning you.
fuck. Oh fuck! You can't even get an umbrella.
Just break on through to the other side.
It's fucked.
But yeah. Now you're in the middle of a snowstorm right now. In front of you, there is a large, lavish castle. With its doors open.
Well, I assume I'm cold, and I assume there's nowhere else to go.
Yep. All around you, it's like you only see like kind of the darkness of an endless snowfield all around you, and this building,
Igloo.
this building in front of you is the only one.
Build
Don't
an
have
igloo.
Don't start singing Frozen, please. Thanks. Um,
I was thinking something else.
okay. I just heard singing. I was like, no.
Oh no, I said hello darkness, my old friend.
That's what I was thinking too.
But yeah, with the castle, the only thing in front of you. You head towards it and just like shivering and going as far as you can. And as you do, you walk into a completely like tall black building. As you walk in, the doors close behind you, and like lamps begin to light with torches, like going up the like dark building and illuminating it. But as it's happening, and you're in the light, your skin looks normal, and you feel fine. Like you look at yourself as you walk in here, you're still cold, but you're kind of warming up now when you walk in here, and like you seem to be back to how you were before all this. But yeah, the path seems to continue to light up for a while as all that lies before you is like this line of torches leading you down. What do you do?
I don't know. Well, I mean, do I have anything on me?
You find yourself in just your normal. You find yourself in a dress.
as though like I'm being drawn in fan
Dude,
art.
you're like dressed like a girl, dude.
Dude, I'm embarrassed.
Ooh, burned.
Yeah, you're drawn in the dress that Slug drew.
Well,
It's
I don't
itchy.
see anything.
Is it that
Is the
cute
way-
though?
Is the way out like blocked?
Well, the door's closed behind you, but all that seems to do is the like line of torches ahead of you that seem to like go on for a while and then continue into darkness. So
Assuming-
at that point, he says you hear like a voice that booms and echoes through like this like huge room that you're in. It's just like approach.
Eleanor sighs. The door behind her doesn't open, does it?
No, in fact, it's a little too big for you too. Like it's giant, and as you like push on it, it's just like too hard to move.
She rolls her eyes.
You're still small.
I guess she goes forward then.
All right, as you go forward, your shivering finally stops, and you start to become like physically comfortable, maybe not mentally comfortable. But as you walk forward into the darkness, a like one last light lights up and reveals a giant woman. She is.
Yes.
She is of like a pale white blue of skin with long hair, kind of similar to that of the Summer Queen, but her hair is like white, just pure white. And she says, "Eleonore Rothschild, you've stepped into my court, and I'm assuming you are wondering why you are here."
She immediately says, "Why are you all so big? All of you are so big."
Yes, yes, your immortal self would think of such contrivances, wouldn't they?
She shrugs.
But that is completely unimportant. You are losing yourself. In fact, I would say you are about dead, are you not?
She checks her pulse. Does she have a pulse?
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking, possibly. Well, I mean, the last thing I remember is literally having no control of myself, so basically.
Absolutely. Once you lose control of yourself, you're essentially dead.
She just nods her head like, yeah.
All right.
Wrecked
dog.
And you met with my sister, who said she was unable to help you.
She nods again.
And says, "How quaint. You never questioned it, did you?"
Wait a minute. Well, she said she could help me, but like, she said that she would have to turn me into. I'd have to live with her for 1,000,000 years forever.
She said she would turn you into something of a dryad, and you would live in her court in eternal bliss.
I wouldn't count that as helping.
Something to that effect.
Well, let me tell you that healing what is going on with you right now is actually far beyond our kind. It's something that she could have easily done. It's something that I could easily do. She used you. She wanted you to play our game. This game we've played for time eternal.
She like scratches her chin. Like she's been in some political situations, so she's kind of like picking up what's going down. Well, I was only ever here to play. I wasn't here to play sides. I was here to play peace, but
Now you find yourself dying, as it were, to no longer exist, Eleonore Rothschild. You, who I assume had so much more that you wished to do. A bright future ahead of you. You and your family, the Rothschild. Such a luxurious name. I'm sure you would like to do more than just die by becoming some old woman's daughter.
she immediately blushes and like kind of like curtsies, I guess. She's like,
Misreading
yeah,
the situation entirely. Well, yes,
Yeah.
I am a Rothschild.
She,
herself was like, nope, sorry, nope, back on track. We can do this.
she actually kind of smirks when you curtsy, and the way that she's been speaking has definitely been kind of like reminiscent of like, you know, the regal way of speaking that people do and stuff like that, and being over like flattering and stuff like that. Like you feel with how she's speaking to you, you probably feel kind of at home for like that sort of, you know, personality and stuff.
Oh, totally. No, she feels like she actually says like, can I just say this is the first discourse I've had in what feels like a millennia. Everyone around me just doesn't understand etiquette, doesn't understand proper introductions, and I don't have control. I don't understand them anymore.
And she smiles back at you and says, "Ah, indeed, your mortal kind can often be so brash."
And listen, I know this is heading towards propositions, and let me say I have no allegiances. I'm frankly very tired of dealing with elves. I used to like them so much. I learned their language and their culture. They try to be more than they are.
Well, let me offer you a deal then.
She kind of sighs internally. It's like, yep. She smiles outwardly.
I'll save you. You will not be some Gorthwin child of Eleonore, the Hag of Thorns. You will
Your name is Eleanor? Is she actually my mom? Have I been wrong this whole time?
On second thought, I will not help you. Please leave.
Hang on a minute.
Eleanor, your real mother is behind the first door.
Hideo Kojima comes out of the bush.
Are you ready to meet her?
This is the father. Comes out, punches.
Yeah, Norman.
Jerry.
It's like a guy named Edward. That's the best I could come up with.
But yeah, no, she
Edward North.
She says, "I'll offer you not only succor and saving from your fate of becoming this woman's child, and I'll reinstate who you truly are, Eleonore Rothschild of the Rothschild family, heiress and beaming star, as it were, with a promising future. I'll even grant you some of my own power, no cost to yourself, no time or energy. I'll just give it to you as a gift."
If we can debate, I know I'm not in a position to argue, but could we put Frisbee on the table? I haven't seen him in a while.
God, I forgot you talking about Frisbee.
You see her kind of like look almost confused for a second, and then she like suddenly has this like beam of like knowing across her face. She says, "Ah, yes, the cub. Yes, if you wish for the cub as a pet, I can help you with that as well."
She immediately does the lady have her like hand down near her?
No, she's sitting with like both her hands on the throne. She's like sitting pretty high above you, actually.
Gosh, it does hurt my neck to. I don't mean to.
She looks like she could like stand up and be standing in front of you, but from like where you're sitting, she is like above you.
Okay, she kind of like puts her hand on the throne and she says, "Listen, you've already sweetened the pot enough. I'll do whatever you want. We're done negotiating. What do you need?"
Excellent. She steps down from her throne and stands up like above you, and she is like towering above you. And she says, "I need you to provide Eleanore with the hair of the Elven Queen. A single hair. That is it."
Do you have... Okay, well, I can definitely do that. I don't necessarily have other options. I'll try. Do we have like...
I promise you, if you provide this for her, I am assuming that she would also be happy to give you what you seek.
Frisbee?
Pardon me, what your group seeks.
Oh, God.
Then she kind of shakes her head. It's like, right, yes, the harp. Yes, ma'am. But Frisbee will that just happen when I do that? I don't mean to put too many questions. Can I see? She's kind of like really flustered.
Once you deliver, let me promise you this. You will be back in control of yourself. You will be able to keep control of yourself while you complete this task for me. As you get the hair from the Elven Queen and deliver to Eleanore. And upon doing so, everything that I've promised you will be yours eternal.
All right. Well, Eleanor puts her like finger to her chin and is like, well, I can't really, don't get me like that. I'm contemplating. I'm not contemplating this. I've already agreed. It's just, do you have any suggestions on how I could do that? Are they just going to sniff the Snow Queen on me?
Oh, no. You don't have to worry about such a thing as that. I'm sure you can figure it out. You've gotten this far.
I've been told that so many times. I'm not figuring anything out. I'm just stumbling.
Well, perhaps it's time to convince your friends.
Okay, if I can like have my mind back, then I could try to.
And you see her like bend down in front of you, like she is like squatting on her knees, and she like extends her gigantic hand that's like the size of you in front of her, and says, "So we have a deal then."
Oh, Eleanor definitely shakes that hand. She's already trying to do that earlier.
You like
so.
grab onto her middle finger, and like she kind of like
uncouth. No, index.
you grab onto her index finger, and she kind of like
close enough.
She makes a fart noise.
she says,
Thank you.
"Very well then," and says, "I look forward to working with you." As she stands back up, and then like you come back into consciousness with everyone around you. You feel completely clear of mind once more. You still seem to be green, like kind of coming back to your senses. And then that's when Sylvester just said something to you.
Yeah, Eleanor, what did you say, Sylvester? Could you repeat yourself?
What? Oh.
So everything that you said like happened after she wakes up.
Oh, after she like. Okay, yeah. No, I forgot the exact phrasing, but it was like.
You said like drink this.
Yeah, it was like since you don't have any tea, wash down your scone with this, and hands her a bottle.
Yeah. Do you want to describe that bottle?
No. Oh yeah, I will. I have to bring up the description.
I have it here.
I got it.
Do you got it?
Huh?
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, it's rose hued and kind of liquid inside.
It's rose hued and effervescent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eleanor, as you begin like coming back to it, you see Sylvester just like holding this kind of rose-colored effervescent liquid in a bottle in front of you.
Or like slid it across the table.
Yeah.
I guess Eleanor drinks it while like pondering what's going on because she's processing a lot.
As you come back to, you're just like, "This is handed to me. I'm sure I'll drink this."
Yeah,
You're like that kid that's like hand anything, like, "Hey, eat this." Ooh, he did it! Like,
they're like a Mexican restaurant with a bowl of chips. It's just absolutely eating those while waiting for the food.
Okay.
But she does that.
All right. As you do that, you drink and you begin thinking about everything that you just processed, and then actually, you know what? Go and roll.
Good way.
Go and roll a d5.
D5. Okay, wait. What's the command for this? /roll d5.
/R 1d5.
/R 1d5. Okay. We go through.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
So as you the potion is put in front of you, and you just like don't even think about it, and you just pick it up and you drink it, and as you're like just obsessively thinking about other things, and as you do, you like gulp it down, and then you look down, and after you do so, you catch a glimpse of Gerbo, and you never notice just how handsome he is.
What?
God.
In fact, you
You
know,
guys are
like
just like taunting her right now.
Star, you think he just might be your star-crossed lover.
Why do I get all the hard roleplay stuff?
Because Sylvester put this on you.
I thought it would counteract the other curse, maybe, and like.
What did you do to him?
You have to try roleplay. I have to
He
deal
wasn't
with
paying
this.
attention. What did he do?
Does Val recognize what Sylvester gave her? Like, does she look at that like, you are not giving? Oh my god.
No,
Okay.
he didn't recognize it.
Okay.
He did just hand her like a strange bottle full of liquid and say, "Drink it." In fact,
He gives
even
him-
the old
When
woman
did-
is just like about to say something, but Eleonore just like grabs it and drinks it so fast.
When do you get this?
Val looks between
How long has
Eleonore
Sylvester
and
had this
Sylvester
thing?
like, what did you do? What did you give her?
Give her the fuck gerbo juice.
You'll just have to listen back to past sessions to find out when Sylvester picked this one up.
Is it recorded? Because that means it was recent.
Yeah, it was recorded when he grabbed this potion.
Oh, okay.
I remember him grabbing it.
Yeah.
I think so too. It was in that room or whatever before we found the ash stuff.
Was that one place where we grabbed the potion?
Yep, he rolled high on his arcana, figured out what it was, and did not tell anyone.
Oh.
And then chose to use it now.
Yeah.
Well, I figured if you were going to be like overwhelmed with some like if you're going to like swear fealty to the Summer Queen or something, we wanted you on our side, so
I guess
it would be helpful if you were in love with one of us.
Little late.
I guess Gerbil was watching Eleonore while she's drinking this, wondering what the hell is Sylvester handing her. So I don't know. What does Gerbil see?
What? What does Gerbo see?
Yeah, because he was watching this whole thing happen. Like he saw Sylvester handing her a potion.
I wasn't salty about it.
Make an insight check.
I guess I could have poured it into a glass or a cup.
Eleanor's looking at you right now, and she is like just kind of like dead on staring at you, and you're not sure why exactly.
Yeah, it's like a really intense stare too. It's not like a lovey stare. It's just like it's like something in the Twilight Zone if a monster jumped out of a closet. Like she's just having a dawning realization of the horrors of reality. It's just like, oh, this
is what
happens.
love is. Oh no.
Oh, this is what I like.
Kind of, yeah. She's just like rethinking. Like she turned to the lady and was like, "I've got a whole thing to say," but then turned to Gerbo, and it's like her whole world got flipped upside down for like the third
What
time.
was he talking about?
And so I guess Gerbil was just like, "What? Why are you staring at me like what is that about? Is that about the cop? We're not going back for it, okay?"
So, Mumlook, go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. By the way, this is actually me trying to figure out what's going on here.
All right. So,
oh my god.
Whatever now going on between like Gerbo and Eleonore, you're actually kind of disconnected from that. You're actually behind your mask and everything, looking at the hag.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her like looking at Eleonore as this happens, and then you see like this like weird look across her face where she like scrunches her eyes and everything, and like looks down at the ground for just like a brief moment, and then opens her eyes again and looks over at Eleonore. And then she looks over and says, "Oh, well, did everyone enjoy their tea and scones?"
The scones were admittedly delicious.
Oh, good dear. I'm glad I could at least win you over with that.
No, it's not really good.
I didn't have a scone. Thanks.
All right, so now that's all the way out of the way, let's get down to business. Are you in possession of the Sylvan Harp?
Am I in possession of the Sylvan Harp? I know who is.
Oh.
And I know
And
what they want.
continue, please.
Eleanor doesn't let her continue. She just jumps in and says, "No, you'll get us the silver harp. You'll do it for us. You don't have to send us on another errand. We'll do your shit."
She looks over towards you, Eleonore, and she says, you wish to speak? Yes. You know exactly what I speak of now, Eleonore."
She puts the finger up. "I guess so. Kind of busy." But she just continues looking at Gerbo.
Val is now kind of also studying Gerbo, and like she's just looking between all three of those guys.
I wish Gerbo was actually eating the scones right now, because it would be just the perfect scenario of Gerbo just like gulping down food while Eleanor's staring at it.
Sorry,
like,
I keep saying
Unfortunately, I
Gerbo.
really
Just like looking up.
Halfway, like scone is like full in his mouth, and
she's just like, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Unfortunately, that is not the thing that we built here. I regret
Mouthful.
not eating the scones.
Mouthful. He's just like, "What are you looking at?"
Why are you looking at short little Gerbo here? What's going on?
And she says,
Go ahead.
but the old lady says, "It is true. Listen to your friend Eleonore, and I can get the harp for you."
Eleanor's paying no attention. She's just staring at Gerbo.
I kind of like.
Talking about.
You might as well tell us all what you're
Wow.
looking for.
Yeah,
We
wow,
certainly cannot
thank you.
trust Eleanor right now.
You're probably like firing off on multiple synapses right now. Like the tone of her voice, when she says Eleonore, it almost sounds like disconnected. Where before she said it with like that like same reverence of a mother would, but now she's just saying like Eleonore, like very like almost kind of formal even.
Eleonore.
Eleanor.
Eleonore Rothschild.
After she asks Eleanor to say that, Mamluk notices that Eleanor's not answering the question, so he kind of like hits the table insistently with his gauntlet, like slams it on the table to get her attention.
Wait, if Mamluk does that, Eleanor reaches into her bag and pulls the statue from earlier, and she throws it back at Mamluk.
Dude, throwing statues.
It's the same statue too.
I want to read this diary entry.
Do I just use like strength or dexterity? What do I do for that?
Mamluk, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And Eleanor, yeah, make a ranged attack.
Range attack. Okay, I'll use my crossbow one.
Good shit.
Damn it.
Mamluk is just like moves his head out of the way.
I wasted my inspiration.
That is not a +5.
No, that's in damage. It's for dueling.
Huh?
Why did you do
No,
that?
so you're getting +5 because you're proficient on your crossbows. You're not proficient on throwing status.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's still at least a +3 though.
Yeah.
Why the hell did you throw that?
But,
Answer the question. Where's the harp?
7 doesn't matter.
Well, she puts her finger back up in Mamluk's direction. So, she kind of like turns to Gerbo. Do you pronounce it Gerbo or Gerbo? I find your little dwarf name so fascinating. And she like smiles very sincerely.
He just slaps his face. He's like, God damn it, I'm not a fucking dwarf. It's Hopper to you. It's Hopper to you.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So you might as well tell us what you're looking for, because we certainly cannot trust her right now. She's not on her best at the moment.
Do you want me to? If you want me to say it, I'll say it, Gerbo.
You saying we can't trust her, as in you're referring to the old woman, or are you talking about?
No, he's talking to the woman, telling us like, just tell us what you want, because we certainly cannot trust Eleanor right now.
Okay. And so
oh my god, horn animals.
I believe that's true. Whoops.
Look at stolen.
My goats are hungry. I haven't fed them in a while.
Stolen goats.
My grass goats.
What?
My grass goats.
But she says, "Oh no, I believe Eleonore can fill you in on everything that the wielder of the harp is looking for."
Well, if that's what Gerbo wants.
Ask her the damn question, Gerbo, before I tear her head off.
You're still calm.
I know, this is what I sound like when I'm calm.
He said that, but calmly.
All right, Eleanor, what are we looking for?
Oh, is the spell still under effect?
How long is that spell?
Actually, I thought it was
1 minute.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I thought it was. It's in the description.
She also threw a statue at my head.
That is true.
I think if it's 1 minute, I think it's already worn off.
Yeah, if it's a minute, let me look it up.
Nemec's gonna blow up in 5.
You're gonna have to cast another one to make me calm again after a statue gets thrown at me.
It's up to 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's over then.
Yeah, ask the damn question, Gerbo.
Wait, no, duration 1 hour. No, that's charm person. Sorry.
Get it straight. Anyway.
There we go.
All right,
All right, Eleanor, what are we looking for?
Well, since you've been imploring, for you, we have been employed once again. We somehow in the midst of yet another political battle. So, all right, they have the harp. They're not showing where the harp is, but they'll help me out. They'll get the harp, and they'll do a lot extra for us if she puts her finger up. If we can get 1 hair from the elf queen, that's all they want. All they want.
And expenses?
No, they'll pay for that.
No, that's what I'm suggesting.
Right. No, yes. She smiles. Sorry, I
No,
find it hard listening
I'm
to
more
you.
directing that towards the hag.
Oh, sure, we get a hair out of the elf queen, and then she gets our heads out of our necks. That sounds like a fair deal.
She says that you say that to like the Thorn Hag, and she says, "It is whatever Our Lady told you, my dear."
The lady did not speak to me.
She actually looks toward Eleonore as she's saying that.
Okay.
And Eleanor looks really like self-assured. Yep, what she said to me. We need to get one hair from the Elf Queen. She didn't tell us exactly how we're gonna do that. She said you would help with that. She points at Eleanor.
She says, "Me? Oh, I don't know what she wants from me, dear. I'm just an old woman."
Hmm.
All right, that act is. I don't know why you continue saying that.
She kind of chuckles and says, "I'm afraid I would not be able to join you on this. No, if she said so, I believe she misspoke."
We're not asking for company. We're asking for compensation.
And she says, "I'm afraid, well, as I said before, I can offer you scones and more tea to go on your way. Have you ever heard of a thermos? They're great, darling. They keep hot things hot."
Can you fix our friend or no?
A therm? What?
Oh, Eleanor puts her hand up. She can. That's the thing. They're gonna fix
Yeah.
me if I do this.
Is she green still? Because she was healed, right?
She's
Eleanor
still green.
checks down.
She is still
Yeah.
green.
Okay.
She was only good in her mind.
But yeah, she doesn't seem to be like, she's not like angrily glaring at Val anymore, and she doesn't seem to be like, she doesn't seem to be as like passive as she was like only a moment ago.
So what? We
Okay.
just steal whatever her hair is and just give it to the who? What?
If you deliver the hair to me, then I know where you might find the harp.
Like off her head or
Eleanor puts her hand up. She didn't say you may know where we'll find the harp. She said we'll get the harp.
Absolutely, my dear, and I know where to find it.
Okay. Let's get this straight.
I knew why I hated elves.
If it is what the Winter Queen told you, then it is true.
Yes, you will give us the harp.
Absolutely.
She smiles and gets all polite again. Hi, Sylvester. You may continue. I don't mean to interrupt. And Eleanor goes back to staring at Gerbo.
so please show us to the harp.
And she says, "Well, I'm afraid I can't do that until I see the hair, as it is willed by the Winter Queen."
Okay. Let's go.
We gotta go all the way back.
Yeah, I gotta go back.
Can't you use your stupid magic to get us there?
It's just
I can guide you out of these woods, but I'm afraid as far as crossing over to the other side, that is a bit beyond my ability. Believe me, I wish I could.
What a waste of time this
that's
is.
what you need the hair for. Gotcha.
Eleanor sighs. You really don't have a shortcut?
I'm so sorry. I'm afraid not, dear.
There's no other portal. There's just the one.
Can't we just use your hair? You have a lot of hair.
If you wish to wait maybe a week, there should be a portal opening up nearby if you do not wish to return from which you came.
Well, so
Eleanor
we have a
raises
week,
a hand.
right?
Yeah, do I die in a week? I think I'll be dead.
We did it in a
it's
couple days, right?
suspended the infection.
You think so?
If you are worried about becoming my daughter, which it pains me to say that's not happening right now, you are not in any danger of becoming my daughter, no.
If she were to become your daughter, would you exchange her for the harp?
Sylvester!
That's a good question, actually. I like that question. Good question. And I'm like pointing at Sylvester like over and over again, like that's good.
She says, "I'm afraid it is not to be."
We're political tools right now, Sylvester. Get used to it.
That was a good try though. I like your effort.
I like your stabby. That was a correct thing to do to try to backstab me, but we need to rise through the ranks.
Yeah, at that point you get like a full idea of like Eleanor is back to who she was. Like that's the Eleanor we know and love.
That was an excellent attempt at screwing me over, however, poorly implemented.
All right.
Let's go get that hair.
At least you can at least make it so we don't have to walk through the thorns again, right?
Absolutely, you are free to pass. Once you pass through, she points over, and it wasn't there before, but you notice an arch now going over the path that you just came through. Once you pass through there, you'll be on the other side.
Almook's already walking away.
This harp would be worth half the trouble we're going to do.
Before Gerbo gets up, Eleonore walks over. Gerbo, you look tired. I can carry you the rest of the way. You seem tired.
Don't you dare.
You seem so tired. I am a strong woman. I can help you. Are there if there's a shelf you need to reach? She raises her voice as you walk.
Already walking away.
Val is making she is staring a hole into Sylvester right now. There will be a conversation about what's going on with Eleonore and Gerbo.
He shrugs. I don't know.
She does not buy that for a second. I don't know if I have to roll through that, but she's looking
No,
right through
you,
it,
you can make character decisions.
You
right?
can make your own character decision about what you think
Yeah.
of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Val's all full of shit, man. What the fuck did you do?
Eleanor's still tied to Val, by the way, so she's walking against the rope, trying really hard to get to Gerbo.
You're still doing that?
It's like a toddler leash at this point.
Yeah. All right, Val, keep up. He's getting away.
Mammoth, is this harp really worth all this trouble?
I want to help my friend get the harp, but this is starting to get on my nerves. All this stupid elf nonsense.
And do we really care about Eleanor this much?
I don't. I just want the harp. I'm very clear about that.
Eleanor, hear any of that?
I don't know,
dude. Moment before she catches up?
Actually, I should ask Val. Does Eleanor hear that?
Why is that up to me?
Because
you're the one who's walking.
No. She was letting them walk off, and she was staring at Sylvester as he walked off.
Okay.
And then she kind of looked at the old lady and was like, "Well,
yeah.
thank you for a lovely day in your lovely garden."
Absolutely. I hope to see you soon. I'll be sure that you actually prepare a full meal for all of you when you return. As she actually is walking with you as you're on your way out.
Val's wouldn't hate her so much if she wasn't literally trying to in a way kill and steal Eleonore, but now that she's seeing them more as a pawn, she's like, all right, as long as you're not doing the weird shitty my daughter thing.
I love that one of the rose bushes just has a big red X on it because I got mad at it.
And defeated it.
Yeah, as you guys are walking out, she actually you see her eyes dart towards rose bushes, and she looks sad for a second.
Yeah, by the way, Jer was gonna pull a power move.
Val kind of sighs and she is weakly and I'm very sorry about your rose bushes. He's going through some things right now and he has trouble expressing his emotions. He's very sensitive. I'm sorry about your roses.
He says, indeed, he's going through a hard time, I understand. Still though, my babies suffer as they did. It's so painful.
Does Val know any kind of magic that could bring that back, or is it just kind of
Do you?
I'm a healer, but I
do not believe
wound.
You're the one who knows your spells.
I don't know if it's dead.
If you were a druid or a nature cleric, you would most likely have that, but you do not as a tempest cleric.
I am a fighting, dangerous cleric, so.
Yeah.
You could have been Merle, but no.
Look.
I think Clint's better off being Merle.
Yeah.
Oh, I still need to see that stream to see how he actually play Merle with people that know how to play the game.
But
he probably didn't get away with a lot of shit.
You guys are free to go.
Yep. As they go past the
walked over the rose stump.
As they go past the arch, Gerbil pulls the scone that he was hiding on his sleeve and just kind of crushes it and drops it on the ground.
Okay.
You get 500 souls.
Dark Souls. Reminds me, speaking of listening back to our old recordings, there's a moment where Nico makes a reference to having the blue dragon crest ring, the slumbering ring.
Yeah.
And the way that sucker says, yeah, it's very funny. It was really good.
I love how she's never played those games and she knows what the fuck that is.
Sorry.
But
I love and support you, Nico.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. It's not like it matters.
I'd
not
be
like
nice
I
to
care
you if you
about that
played
game.
Bloodborne with me.
Boy.
You poor
Go back to that at some point.
you
So-
crush the scone and toss it aside, and do you walk through, or?
I mean, I do it as I'm walking through the yard.
Okay. Yeah, as you like crush it and toss it aside, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Or unless you want to like absolutely be deliberate
No, it's a
about
fucking
it.
power move.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as you just like crush it, walk through, and like kind of toss it aside, and then
Yeah.
as you walk through the arch, you appear in like the forest of conifer trees that you were in before you walk through the like path of thorns. And as you look behind you, you're the first to walk through. You don't see any of your allies, and you just see like the entrance to the path.
Okay.
And that's his reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, just since normal, he's just gonna wait for everybody else. If nobody else comes in, then he's gonna start worrying.
Wait, does Eleonore see Gerbo just disappear?
Yep.
She gets really freaked out and starts running against the rope. Val, we gotta hurry. Val, we gotta hurry.
Yeah, Eleanor actually like looked towards you and says, "I promise you, on my queen's honor, you have nothing to fear."
Eleonore flips her off and keeps going.
That's very unladylike.
Keeps going as in like you're pulling away from Val.
What's the duration
No,
on
as in
this?
I'm like pulling Val along while like running really quickly.
What's the duration on this?
Duration of what?
This potion.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's for us to find out. I think.
12 years.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's a marriage.
That's how long a marriage lasts. 12
I
years.
know, yeah. The average marriage, actually, in Kuwait.
Oh
Well,
shit.
Maybe after going through your finances.
You just Kuwait, man. All right. Do we warp
It's
to the?
only an hour, by the way.
Yeah, assume that. Oh, you tell everyone?
No.
Okay.
No, he just knows that it's just an hour. She'll be fine.
Yeah. Why would,
Sure,
yeah,
we'll
why
be
would I
fine.
tell anyone that I did anything?
Then you should keep that on a need to know basis. I like keeping player and character knowledge 1-to-1 as much as I can.
Okay, I'll. It was pretty obvious, though, that something happened.
Sure. I mean, it was obvious that something happened, but the time limit of it was not known by anyone.
Yeah, I guess anyone can do that, but yeah.
But yeah, if everyone just walks through, like you walk through and you appear on the other side where Gerbo is, basically.
And is the sky the same as we left it?
It is once again, yes, once like dark, like twilight and dark.
Now this is more my liking.
That's what I'm talking about.
And yeah, with that, when you come on out to the other side, Mamluk, you're probably pretty like you're able to find your way back to where you guys first came in through if you need to.
Mm-hmm. Are we're not too close to where the elf queen is, are we? We like keep going pretty far.
Right. You would have to travel back through the portal, and then travel back to the elf kingdom.
Yeah, those catacomb things, and then back to the forest, and
Yep.
So
Eleonore literally just like doubled the length of this campaign.
did I? I mean, I don't know what else I was gonna do there.
Well, as long as you're not gonna die, right?
Hold on.
Good.
Not necessarily.
What else would I have done?
No, I mean not necessarily doubled the length of the campaign.
Oh yeah.
yeah, we can
Not
still
double.
die to this.
Definitely not doubled it.
Wait,
How
are
long
we
it
are we
takes.
on the other side of the portal yet?
I mean, you're on the other side of the thorn, like
Okay, but we're not at the cave yet.
unless you
I'll
wish to
take the
be.
heat for this one, yo.
Should we just skip ahead to that, guys?
You could say that you're at the cave, and if you want to say like, and we do the ritual, you can do that too.
I'm up for it, but if you guys want to have any more character moments before we do.
I'm up for it, but as soon as Eleonore sees Gerbo appear again, she's gonna hug him.
Maluk is just determined to get the thing so we can just go because he doesn't like the magic place we're in.
Yeah, so you just like instantly start heading off back towards
Fucking,
the.
you rolled 2 crits, you little bastard.
Oh wow!
Wow, dude, you fucking.
You very effectively reboot Eleanor.
Gerbo is not getting grapple.
Damn it.
Let's roll with advantage because of my
41.
my nimbles, my
42.
squad nimbleness.
Yeah, so Eleonore, like, I guess she goes up and glomps you, which is a term that no one's gonna understand, but no one.
Oh god, what is
younger-
this?
Well,
2006.
maybe Davey won't understand.
Only
I don't
Davey
actually
will
know what that
understand
is.
what a glomp is. Yeah, exactly.
Is that like a
Yep.
is that a
He
90s
goes to
thing?
glomp him and he just like does a backflip out of the way.
And she like brushes it off and is like, "What was I doing? I didn't try to do anything. What are you talking about? What?"
Val's gonna like untether her because she seems like less crazy and she seems much more herself.
Outside of
Untether
her
her.
Except
to,
for
like,
the gerbil.
outside of her to like trying to grab onto Gerbo, yeah, she seems back to
She's
herself.
just happy they're finally getting along.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, so she
Yeah,
like runs
that's-
after you untie her. She like goes to run up and grab Gerbo, and Gerbo's just like, "Whoa, hey, what?"
Just like a dodge roll and push her down to the ground.
Like
So we
he
all
almost
end up-
gets his daggers out, but then remembers it's Eleanor.
That's a defense thing. Yeah, Val like wants to question and walk next to Sylvester and be like, "So, what the fuck was that back there?
Just hedging our bets.
What is that? What did you give her?
It was some tea.
I don't. Why would you lie to me so blatantly? What do you hope to accomplish? Do you really think that's gonna make me stop asking?
All right. It was a potion I picked up earlier that it just makes people listen to the people they care about already.
Oh, well, I guess it's doing a great job, but
It was in case that she was overthrown by whatever was afflicting her.
oh, that was so terrifying. You
So-
making jokes about trading her for the harp.
What
That's so
alternatively-
cool.
Oh no, this is in front of everybody.
What was that?
Is this in front of everybody?
I just know that like Val has walked up and she's like kind of watching Eleonor go
I
through.
mean, I thought this like, yeah, I thought this was like off to the side, but it's
Yeah,
up to you
it's
guys.
just
Just
like-
everyone can hear this.
It's just a little bit off to the side. It's not like whispering, but it's not like
They're definitely not having the conversation.
Gerbo, that's probably very perceptive of everyone looking around him. In fact, what's your passive perception, like 13?
Oh, can I hinder that though by like
it
trying to like
is-
hit on him?
Where's my passive
Sure. In
perception?
fact, Gerbo, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh my passive perception is 13.
Yeah, but unfortunately, your perception is being impaired.
No.
Yeah, no. You don't hear any of that. And Eleonore is like, what kind of questions are you asking Gerbo right now as you guys are walking along?
So I don't know a lot about what you are. What I could talk about what I am. I knew another one. But so you like, what is your favorite color?
What are your favorite
Mamluk,
colors?
Mamluk, I swear I'm gonna smack her if she keeps referring to me as a what or as a dwarf.
As you turn to Mamluk, she kind of like puts her face in your face, like, look at me. No, look at me.
Gets down on her knees. Like,
Yeah, just like doing like a bear crawl almost to get down
Do
there.
not ignore me.
doing like the like don't talk to short people this way pose.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Listen, I tried. I'm sorry I can't get your race right. I had this problem before with Urki. Do you know Urki? Do you know
Turkey
Urki?
died.
Oh yeah, she did meet Urki. I was gonna say, wait, did she meet Urki? Yeah, no,
Totally.
he was at the end of that campaign.
yeah, she went on a whole orc adventure with him.
We had an
Yeah,
adventure
exactly.
together.
Half of an adventure.
Mhm.
But I
Well,
tried to
some
come
of
up.
you.
I tried to come up with names for him because I couldn't remember what race he was. I tried a couple. He didn't like them. I tried dirt people because you're closer to the ground. He didn't like that. I was thinking little guys.
Urki is a forest gnome. I'm a rock gnome. We are not the same thing.
You're a gnome. She like kind of goes through her mind like that was the last thing I was gonna guess. She's like, okay.
We are far from being the same.
How to talk to short people.
I like.
By the way, Gerbo, I'm pretty sure I brought this up before, but he hates anything that's essentially the strips of how to talk to short people. People trying to carry him, people kneeling in order to talk to him, or stuff like that. He hates
Just
all of this
anyone
stuff.
being like really patronizing about being short.
Of his height, yes.
Absolutely
exactly.
loathes that.
Exactly. He totally hates that.
Are there things you want though?
How to talk to people? No. Oh my god!
This has been a good game. I'm glad everyone's here.
I'm not dead.
We're getting a lot done here.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here, because if I kill her, I prefer for that to happen in our realm instead of this world.
I heard that, but I love you the same. I don't love you. I didn't say that.
Okay, that's definitely something that he heard. So he just gonna stares at Sylvester now.
Yeah, Belle's like giving a raised eye look of just like, so I mean, was this to help Gerbo too? Like, you kind of put him in a position.
Go get it,
Was this
Tiger.
part of your plan to make him so uncomfortable and annoyed? Did he cross you?
Nah, Gerbo's cool.
Alright, do we make it to the cave?
So is at the end of that, do you eventually find your way to the cave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we get to Elf Town, I gotta have a conversation with all of you, but we'll continue onwards.
Oh yeah, you're not to Elf Town just yet.
Okay.
Oh, you in a while.
Give me a couple minutes, and I'll. It's 11 now. I'm assuming people are like, "Hey, it's probably about
I gotta
time."
get pick up early.
I'm gonna wrap this up, but just give me one quick moment here.
Oh, you do not want to drop to Elf Town.
Sorry if I'm like yawning or not super there. I'm so tired. I didn't sleep.
Oh, actually, tell me this too. Who goes through first?
I do.
Okay.
I go after Gerbo.
Just waiting for him to go first. Like,
Yeah.
I guess Jervis in a hurry,
Like,
so he definitely goes
right behind him.
Yeah. Like he makes a mistake, so she does too. Like, oops, let's go again. Oh, it's so funny that we both did that.
She's like watching him as she circles around.
Yeah, totally. She's doing the backwards thing, but just staring directly at him and like walking to pillars.
I like this like development of what you ended up doing with that potion. I wasn't sure. I was like, this could be an interesting to give him.
I thought you secretly had the cure the whole time or something.
Yeah. I remember you messaging me that, and I was just like,
That's so Sylvester. It's just, oh, I found the cure. I'll just use it at the last possible moment.
Yeah, I'll
maybe.
just make sure it's like, yeah. Well, I'll see what I can maybe get out of it first.
No, he was saving it to use for his own purposes. But
we'll say, everyone make an intelligence roll real quick. Everyone, just do
Oh
it.
man, why the gotta be intelligence?
Everyone click intelligence.
Just
Why
pure,
is it
just
not
pure intelligence.
Just to decide something at the end here.
My
Yeah.
0 intelligence.
I want to say my intelligence is affected by my affection for Urki or Gerbo.
If
Oh,
this is the
shit,
last
I'm
roll
hella
we're
smart.
doing, if this is
Alright,
if this is the last roll we're doing, I want to use my inspiration just to see if I can do better.
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, let's do that too.
This is was definitely distracted by this.
Fucking smart.
Oh,
All
right.
right,
Alright.
yeah.
So,
Not much better.
Mamluk and Val definitely remember on the other side of this portal. It's very dark on the other side.
Also, this ash coast waiting on us. Maybe.
Also, does Jack of all, not that it would change anything, but does Jack of all trades apply to this?
Not to saving throws, no.
Okay.
Ooh,
Or I guess just general skill checks. I guess it would apply to a general skill check. So yeah,
Yeah, I was wondering if it was a
But
skill check I was
honestly,
doing now.
even with whatever you got, it doesn't change anything. So,
Yeah.
but Val and Mamluk definitely remember it's going to be dark on the other side.
Mom, look, I think it's going to be dark on the other side.
You're probably right about that. I think I remember that.
Yes. Try to keep up, everybody else.
Do we overhear this?
Yeah,
No,
I completely
I
forgot that.
didn't say that.
Even I remembered it, and I'm a fucking idiot.
Even Mom remembered it, and he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Eleonore
Yes.
grabs Turbo's hands and says, "You're
That's
the
why
only
Turbo
light I
didn't
need."
care, because he can see through it.
No, yeah.
It'll always be day while you're there.
You're the only light I need, Turbo.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Val's just kind of like squinting at like Eleonore, and then just squints back at Sylvester.
You don't
like,
grab shit.
This better not be
Hang on, that's acrobatics and good at that.
dangerous.
No.
This better be
in your
just
case, it's
harmless
still
affection.
athletics.
He's just chuckling.
She tries to grab his hand and literally just falls over. Like trying to get down that low to reach his
Sailor
hand.
Moon level
Yeah.
shit.
Fail.
I was trying to grab Turbo's hand.
She trips and hits a rock and takes some damage.
You're disarmed.
Her arms pop off.
Potion's effects are doubled. It'll last forever now.
It's not too left.
All right. So, what do you guys do exactly?
Oh, we leave.
Oh, did we ask to have these like ailments taken off, or did you only have that happen if you drank the tea?
Take what up?
The ailment.
The little, yeah,
Jibber
the little-
brought it up, and she was pretty much just
no,
like,
those are still there.
yeah. She was just like, oh, well, I don't really have a way to heal you, but my tea can make you feel better.
Yeah, like
It
if you drink the tea, like your stomach doesn't hurt as much right now.
Oh.
Well, she didn't, but she did eat 2 scones, and she's kind of regretting it.
Yeah, that's probably gonna come up at some point.
Or it's gonna come out at some point, huh?
Hey!
One way or another.
Ba-ba-ba.
One way or another. Cool.
So yeah, Mumlook and Val, you know that like on the other side it's gonna be dark.
Did we all want to rest before we make our way back? It might be dangerous to go at night when it's dark.
Eleanor shrugs.
I think we had already crossed. We even discussed which order we were crossing on.
Yeah, I already crossed.
You haven't crossed yet.
Oh!
Okay.
Mumlook. So the moment you guys get to the cave, Mumlook is like, so I guess you're just like, it's gonna be dark on that side, and then Mumlook is like, I don't care, I'm just going.
Oh.
And Mumlook, as you step through,
And Gerbo was definitely in a hurry, so he left immediately after
Oh
Mammal.
God, Bobble!
Eleanor definitely helps then. She does exactly what he does.
all right.
Val
So
is like right after Eleanor, like fretting super hard, like, oh no, it's dark out, it's dark, wait.
yeah, Mumlook is doing the ritual, and as he's doing so, you guys kind of like queue up to do it. Let's see. Mumlook, as you like
Oh.
do the ritual and you go around the stone, you walk backwards into it and you disappear. You suddenly shoot back and everything around you goes dark. You can't see anything in the room that you're currently standing here. And you hear sudden, startled yelling in a language that you don't understand.
Oh, fuck.
And that's what we'll end it for today.
Oh fuck, we are under attack.
Right. I forgot about the footsteps.
Huh.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure this would be over today, and I'd be dead.
Yeah, well, you accepted the deal and things are going in a different direction potentially here.
I didn't really have other options.
Damn it, Eleanor.
Sure you did. You had a couple of other options, actually.
Well, I really hope I'm not dead when I come back.
Thanks for playing this week, guys.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was fun. I enjoyed that session a lot.
That was a lot.
Good love them.
I had a very angry day at work today, and I think I could not divorce that from my character.
I think it worked out really well, though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had a bad
I'm
day.
sorry. it
Well,
worked
she was
out.
every customer who was like, actually, I'm right, and not you. And it's like, actually, actually,
I do this for a living.
actually, I'm right.
So
And
do
you're
we
just
want
being
to?
stubborn.
Actually, I have a much better idea what's going on because I've done this for
Yes!
8 hours a day
You
for
think I
over a
don't know what
year.
human relationships are like? You're not her mother.
Goes heavy metal.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, guys, thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
Bye